dears, welcome to my channel. This is Priya Karnagaran. Hope you all are doing good. And in this class, we're gonna discuss about judicial review of administrative actions. So let's get right into the video. First, we will see the meaning of administrative actions under administrative law. Administrative law was recognized as a separate branch of legal discipline in the mid-20th century in India. Until well into the 19th century, the responsibilities of state were few and limited, consisting of maintenance of public order and the conduct of foreign affairs and the disposition of armed forces. The actions which are carried out under the administrative law are called as administrative actions. An administrative action is a legal action which is concerned with the conduct of public administrative body. This kind of action can compel an authority to take a certain action. It does not decide a right, though it might affect a right. The principle of natural justice cannot be ignored while exercising administrative powers. And then we will see judicial review. Judicial review has been recognized as a necessary and basic requirement for the construction of an advanced civilization to safeguard the liberty and the rights of the citizens. The power of judicial review in India is significantly vested upon the High Courts and the Supreme Court of India. Judicial review is the court's power to review the actions of other branches of government, especially the court's power to deem invalid actions exercised by legislative and executive as unconstitutional. Broadly speaking, judicial review in India deals with judicial review of legislative action, second one is judicial review of administrative action, and then third one is judicial review of judicial actions. We will be dealing with the second aspect, that is judicial review of administrative actions. And then we will see grounds of judicial review. The doctrine of ultra vires is a basic structure of administrative law. It is considered as the foundation of judicial review to control actions of administration. Ultra vires refers to the action which is made in an excessive manner or outside the ambit of acting party. Generally, the grounds of judicial review in India are as follows. First one is jurisdictional error, second one is irrationality, third one is procedural impropriety, fourth one is proportionality, and then fifth one is legitimate expectation. These grounds of judicial review were given by Lord Diplock of England in the case of Council of Civil Service Union versus Minister of Civil Service in 1984. Though these grounds of judicial review are not exhaustive, yet these provide an apt base for the courts to exercise their jurisdiction. And then remedies. 5 types of writs are available for judicial review of administrative actions given under Article 32 and Article 226 of Constitution of India. First one is habeas corpus, second one is mandamus, and third one is quo warranto, fourth one is prohibition, and then fifth one is certiorari. Habeas corpus. Habeas corpus is a Latin term. Literal meaning is you may have the body, that is bring the body. Purpose is issued to produce a person who has been detained whether in a prison or in a private custody before a court and to release him if such detention is found illegal. It is mostly to protect the article 19, 21 and 22. The important case law is Additional District Magistrate Jabalpur versus Shivkant Shukla, and then other cases Rajan case, and the second one is mandamus. Mandamus is a Latin term. Literal meaning is we command, that is an order. Purpose is it's an order from Supreme Court or High Court to a lower court or a tribunal or a public authority to perform a public or statutory duty when they had a duty to do but fails to do so. And when the writ of mandamus is issued means petitioner has legal or statutory right to be enforced, the same is infringed, and due to performance by duty of public authority, the petitioner must demand for his right but being refused, and unavailability of alternative remedy. Important case laws are Rashid Ahmed versus Municipal Board, and then Manjula Manjori versus Director of Public Instruction. And the third one is quo warranto. Quo warranto is a Latin term. Literal meaning is by what warrants. It is what is your authority. Purpose is with a view to restrain a person from holding a public office to which he is not entitled. The writ requires the concerned person to explain to the court by what authority he holds the office. When the writ of quo warranto is issued means when the public office is in a question and it is of substantive nature, a petition against a private corporation cannot be filed. The office is created by the state or the constitution and the claim should be asserted on the office by the public servant, that is respondent. Case laws are Ashok Pandey vs. Mayavadi and the second case is Verma vs. T.N. Singh. And the fourth one is prohibition. Literal meaning is stay order, that is to forbid or to stop. Purpose is it is issued by any high court or supreme court to any inferior court or quasi judicial body prohibiting the latter from continuing the proceedings in a particular case. Where it has no jurisdiction to try, this brings a complete stop. When it is issued means either without any jurisdiction or in excess, and in a case of violation of principle of natural justice and in infringement of fundamental rights. So there are two important case laws. The first case is East India Commercial Company Limited versus Collector of Customs and the second case is Bengal Immunity Company Limited case. And the fifth one is certiorari. Certiorari is a Latin term. Literal meaning is to be certified. Purpose is it is issued by Supreme Court or any High Court for quashing the order already passed by an inferior court, tribunal or quasi-judicial authority. When it is issued means either without any jurisdiction or in excess and in violation of principle of natural justice and in opposition to the procedure established by law, and if there is an error in judgment on the face of it and infringement of fundamental rights. Case laws are Basappa vs. Nagappa, and the second case is R vs. Minister of Transport, and the third case is Naresh S. Mirajkar vs. State of Maharashtra. And I conclude by saying that judicial review of administrative action is a sense the heart of administrative law. It is an excellent way of inquiring into the legal competence of public authority. Judicial review is considered to be the basic feature of our constitution with the tremendous increase in power of administrative authorities. Judicial review has become an important area of administrative law. The main purpose of judicial review is to protect the interests of our citizens from the excessive powers or illegal actions of the administrative authorities. And that's it, dears. Thank you. Hope you all understand the topic that we have discussed in this class. If it was useful, give thumbs up to this video, and most of you have not yet subscribed, so please subscribe to my channel and tap the bell icon. Then only you will get a notification while I am uploading the other concepts.